When I was in school, robots were something I only saw in movies. Iron Man's suit, Iron Man's suits, Doraemon's gadget, and even the famous Chitti robot from the 2010 Indian movie. All of it seemed magical, but far away from reality. But today, the era has changed. Robots are no longer just science fiction. They are becoming a part of our everyday lives. They are in our warehouses, our hospitals, our farms, and even in our pockets in the form of AI assistants. Back then, I was really fascinated with robots. But in India, there were hardly any opportunities. And even globally, the field was still taking shape. I was just another kid, unsure about my future. I never imagined that a few years later, I'd be working at one of the leading research labs in India, working to give robots the skills to move, collaborate like humans, and explore something that was only in science fiction before. I graduated from this very school back in 2021. And here's something. I wasn't the extreme topper who topped all the subjects. I was someone who did decently well in academics while also enjoying public speaking, Model UN, and leadership roles. And this balance between academics and extracurriculars is something that helped in my holistic development. Today, robotics and AI are going to change the future. But before that, let's talk about the career choice that we had. When I was in school, the basic career choice that a science student was thrown as, if you're good at coding, become an IT or computer science engineer, join a MNC, and get a stable job. If you're good in biology, become a doctor. The idea was simple. Choose something that's safe and that will work out. But in today's reality, computer science and IT are something that are not as fields, but are parts of all the fields that we are going to pursue. Today, robotics and AI are going to bring the real change that we want in the world. Today, they are not just as futuristic constructs, they are in our present. In medicine, surgical robots collaborate along with doctors where they require higher amount of precision. In manufacturing, there are robots which collaborate with humans to increase safety and work together. Yes, today robots are a reality. Back then, it was just science fiction. If you do analyze, robotics is not just about coding or building metal arms. They're about solving real problems and for real people. Back then, when one would ask that, okay, can I see a robot in the toy room, one would think that the toy robot is something that was actually can be termed as robot. But today, if you analyze your self-driving cars that we are really going to soon have, they all are categorized as robots. The best roboticists I have met aren't the ones with the fanciest machines. They are the ones who blend technology with empathy. They are the ones who ask, what's the problem that I'm solving and who I'm solving it for? After completing my studies at IIT Gandhinagar, after completing my studies at DPS Siliguri, I joined IIT Gandhinagar, pursuing my mechanical engineering, specializing in robotics and minoring in artificial intelligence. Soon, I joined the IIT Robotics Lab, where I worked on advanced bimanual robots, where the objective is to use two arms to do certain tasks. For us humans, it might look very easy, but for robots, it's something that's very difficult. Later, I joined Adverb Technologies, where I worked with the advanced robotics team, contributing to bimanual skills of an upcoming India's first humanoid robot. The goal was to get coordination and synchrony in humanoid robots that's very essential for the task that we do in our day-to-day life, from picking a box or cutting vegetables in kitchen. If we want robots to be as ubiquitous as cars, then we need to make them function as like humans. Throughout my journey in IIT Gandhinagar, I worked on projects that blended social science and engineering. Some of the projects that I've worked on is on a child abuse detection device where the objective was, can I create a wearable device ecosystem that can detect child abuse? And very recently, we are also working towards a project of supporting Japan's old age population, where we want robots as caregivers. This issue is something which the world is facing tremendously. Today, robots are also in disaster management and everywhere. You might be telling, okay, that's great, Debojit, but I'm just in school. That's exactly where I started. I used to tinker with small robots in my room. Sometimes they would work and sometimes they wouldn't. But that joy of learning to use something that's hardware, the joy of coding something and seeing it to function, not just some abstract on computer screen, was something that was very close to my heart. And I believe that for a lot of you who would be looking forward to career opportunities, would once think, is this what I really want to do? Spend some time. Robotics has all the avenues. And it's just not a field that's about engineering. Today, cognitive scientists are also being part of robotics. They are trying to understand that how humans learn and adapt and how I can apply the same in robots. Psychologists are working towards understanding how humans and robots can collaborate together in one environment. Lawmakers, AI, ethics, all these fields have come up so that you can have laws and regulations for AI. Today, robotics and AI are going to be the next Industry 4.0, and they are going to bring the change that the world needs today. If you are someone trying to figure out what you want to do in life, the very first thing is be curious. Tinker with these Arduino kits, try learning coding, try doing small projects, and then explore. Today, your mobile phones can just not be your social media handle, but it can also be your classroom, where you have Khan Academy, MIT courseware, where you can learn all of these advanced concepts. The second most important part is networking. You need to network with people to understand about this field. Robotics is not just about electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, or computer science. And you cannot specialize in all of them. The idea is to get a holistic upbringing. I hope that some of you would come on this stage next, someday in future, and talk about not how you watch the future, but how you built it. Thank you.